plant some seeds. I just got to sort out all that we're going to actually seed.
It probably seems a little late to be starting seeds.
It's not. Well, I thought you were going to talk.
It's a super windy day today, so I hope you can hear us. We recently had some pretty bad weather.
You see those people, you know, that have those perfectly organized seed binders and things?
I've
And you want to make
suggested it.
you want to make fun of them, but then you got to start digging for seeds, and you're like, maybe I should have done that. So I didn't. If you don't make a mess, you're not doing a good job.
You do a good job every time you do something there.
That's what I'm talking about, see? And y'all, I do apologize. I know I'm sniffling, but I promise I'm not a coward. Had a job at a house that had about 5 or 6 cats inside, and I am allergic to cats. So naturally, I'm snotting and all that good stuff today. But that's part of it.
I don't think we've talked about what exactly you do.
Ah, well. I do a lot of everything. Carpentry, roofing, tile work, plumbing, electrical.
Plumbing is his favorite, though.
No. I do despise it quite a lot. But most people do. That's why most people call me to do stuff that they themselves could probably do. And I don't blame them. This is not the best tool for this. I had to use my scoop for the dog feed because they chewed theirs up. So I have a $30 gardening scoop to feed dogs with now. But I don't think they'll be chewing it up. I'm gonna set this over here so I can clean that up a little bit.
How many trays do we have?
Just 2. That's each tray's 72 cells and 144. Right. Oh, I broke the rule. I did math on camera.
What's that hole poking tool you're using there?
That will be a number 2 pencil. Actually, I don't have a clue what number this is, but it's a pencil. But we don't have many of them.
What is that?
4th of July.
That's not gonna work. It says 4th of Judy because Lawson hit my hand.
We'll know. So we're only gonna have 6 of those. The 4th of July.
Or 4th of Judy.
Yeah, 4th of Judy. They're really good small tomatoes. They're a little bigger than a cherry tomato, but obviously not as big as a regular tomato. I like them. We did mess up this year, and I thought I had a lot more cherry tomatoes than I do. So we're gonna have to at some point do some more cherry tomatoes. We usually have more of those than anything else. We feed a lot of that to the chickens, and she puts up a lot of them, kind of like you would a Roma, you know. Last year she couldn't do a lot because, you know, she was carrying him around. We decided that we was just going to kind of take it easy on the preserving and all, but this year I'm going to be in there with a whip, standing over, you know, making her make all the good sauce. I think we're going to try to do some spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce and things like that. I do have Romas, but this is a beefsteak, and I don't necessarily have a particular seed company that I buy from exclusively, because a lot of times you can go get certain varieties from other companies that, you know, you bought last year. Say you bought some from Burgess last year and they don't have it that year. Usually another seed company will have it, but these are beefsteak. But mostly we've bought up seeds over the years, and we decided this year we're going to try to use up all those seeds, because you have bags and bags of seeds just piled up, and even though they may not germinate quite as good, you know, usually they're still going to germinate. I mean, I've had seeds 4 or 5 years old that still germinated.
The companies just can't sell them.
Right.
They have expiration dates.
So I think the germination goes down like a little bit, but like I said, I hadn't really seen a problem with it. I've actually bought seeds that were brand new that wouldn't germinate, you know, and then you get some the same kind that's 5 or 6 years old, and they'll germinate. I need 2 of them. Oop. What'd I do with that pack? Right there. Thank you. Right. Cherokee Purple. This is my absolute favorite tomato. I'm sure there's a lot of gardeners that...
You've been growing those for about 6 years, haven't you?
Yeah. Now, the first couple of years they didn't do as good, but I still had some that did good, and that's why I fell in love with them, man. They have a better flavor to me than any other tomato. Now, they ugly as all get out. They'll grow together. You'll have 2 or 3 growing together. They'll be all lumpy, and it'll just look like Rumpelstiltskin or something, but they have the best flavor, to me, you know.
Maybe you can read that one a little bit.
And because a lot of these seeds are older, I do put 2 or 3 seeds in a hole. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to do the little stick deal, because my big fat fingers can't hardly pick these little seeds up. You know.
We could swap, but we can't read your writing.
This is true. Which is bad, because I have people tell me they can't understand what I'm saying, so I can't even communicate with nobody. Oh man, I didn't realize these were open. We do like Eden Brothers. We buy from them a good bit. That's totally, but anyway. These are from Eden Brothers. This is also Cherokee Purple. I'm just gonna do a couple of each, and I'll probably come back later with another tray and start whatever doesn't come up. Or sometimes they'll come up and then they'll dampen off, and we do have a lot of problem with damping off around here because of our humidity and as much rainfall as we get. All right, these are Romans.
How many?
Let's do 2 of them too. 2 of them also. Now y'all, I'm just gonna tell you, I went to the dollar store today and with full intentions of doing what I usually do, which is buy a bunch of cups. I've always liked planting in styrofoam cups better. However, the price of the same amount of cups that I would need to equal these 2 trays would have cost double what these 2 trays would cost. So used to you could go get like a pack of 40 for like $1.50 or something. Now you can't do that anymore. So gardening's getting expensive. So, and that's beefsteak. That's the only varieties we have.
Are you doing that whole tray in tomatoes? Apparently not.
No, I'm gonna do some zucchini, yellow squash, and I've got, this is Ford Hook zucchini, and this is Black Beauty. I usually do the Black Beauty every year, but I thought I would try these Ford Hook, you know, and just see if they were any better. And normally I wind up direct seeding squash anyway. We like to get out here and, you know, play in the dirt. So we're gonna start some, and I've also got okra, but I'm probably gonna direct seed that as well. We'll wait till it's time to plant that and just direct seed it. Beans, same thing. I don't never start beans. But we got some winter squash and pumpkins and things like that. We'll wait a little while on that. But really, we need a lot more tomatoes because this ain't enough. I got to have more tomatoes. I'm probably going to get online and order some, and we'll see what I can find. But I like to try new things. I like to get some of the crazy varieties. Probably gonna go with some of those, what are they? The black tomatoes. I like those. But
here's the mortgage lifter tomatoes.
Oh, the Floridad, okay. And the mortgage lifters. I knew I had some more somewhere. We just about used all our tomatoes up.
Which one?
Let's do the Floridad. Okay, the Floridad tomato. Last year I didn't get it to do good. But that was my fault. When they dampened off, I didn't replant them. I didn't try to restart them. So this is supposed to be a lot better for our climate. And I've actually seen where some people in Mississippi have done really well with the Floridad. And so I'm excited to try it again. I don't have very many of them, but I'm glad I do have some. So I may can get two things out of this thing. I'm almost good in mind to plant a whole other thing of these. And the mortgage lifter. I don't know if you can see that. I've had really good luck with the mortgage lifters.
You've been planting those for about the same amount of time as the Cherokee Purple.
Yeah, I actually, before we got married, I used to plant the mortgage lifters. And I went a long time without planting a garden. I say a long time, a few years, but I enjoyed them. They always do really good. They make a lot. They're not huge, but they got a lot of flavor, and they're big enough you can make a sandwich out of, you know. They ain't as big as a beef steak, at least not the ones I've grown. You trying to tell them something? Did you do two of them? That'll leave us one slot for what? Peppers. Okay, these are sweet banana peppers. We don't like peppers any hotter than a jalapeno. And last year, our jalapenos were really hot, so I don't know why. Maybe just me, but we've gotten to where we can't eat peppers a whole lot, so we're gonna stick with the sweet banana peppers, and I'm gonna try to order some bell peppers. What's the other one? Poblano, however you say it. I like those to stuff, but you can also stuff the bell peppers too. Last year our banana peppers did a little too good. We had tons of them, but the problem was old Pregs over here couldn't put nothing up. We was gonna pickle them and all kind of stuff, and we just wound up eating a little bit and letting the rest waste. But
We gave a lot away.
yeah, we did. We gave a lot away, so I guess they wasn't wasted. And it's never wasted. You know, we got a lot of animals that eat it. Chickens eat it. Birds eat it. And I actually think I saved some seeds off of them, but I don't know what I did with them. And that's something we're going to be doing a little more this year. Did you write banana pepper?
I was looking at that red bird. I wasn't paying attention.
We're going to try to start saving more seeds. In my experience, seeds do way better when you save them, you know, after you grow them on your own property. And I've got several bags of seeds that I saved from peas and things like that, but we're fixing to try to do a lot more saving seeds and stuff this year. So we got that tray done. I guess the next tray we'll just do squash and I don't know, maybe
Do we have cucumbers?
maybe a few more. We do have cucumbers. All right. Black Beauty zucchini.
Are you tired?
forward hook. What's the matter, buddy?
You do that.
Yeah. I need to put some more dirt over these. Look like I didn't get enough in there. And of course, yellow crookneck.
My favorite.
These packs must be old. You can't even undo the top of the pack. Two of them. Neck. Alright. Next up, cucumbers. This is the Space Master. Never grew that before, but we're gonna see how it does.
We grew those last year.
Huh?
We grew them last year.
I did. I stand corrected. What you jabbering about? Huh? You want to plant some? Trust me, you'll get your turn. Next up, we have the straight 8 cucumber. Now the straight 8 is kind of my go-to cucumber. It's kind of just an all-around good cucumber for a lot of different things. If you want to be able to make a good sandwich and pickle some all from the same cucumber, I'd say the straight 8 is probably one of your best bets. They grow really good around here as well, so you always want to keep in mind where you're at, because you know some things do better, some varieties do better, you know, in different places. So and this next pack is also straight 8, so I'm not going to plant them. We got 2 more little trays that I'm probably going to save for some cherry tomatoes when I get some. So I guess that's it for starting for now, but just stay tuned because we'll be direct seeding most everything else. I still got a lot of bed preparation to do, so hopefully we'll get a lot of that on video, and hopefully we'll get some good weather, because it's wet. It's been raining, and of course I know any of you on the East Coast, you know how bad it's been here lately. So have a good one. I thought I'd give y'all a little update on how my chicken feed grass was doing. I guess you would call it grass, but the wheat and oats and barley and stuff like that. Thought I'd give you a little update on how that was doing. And I don't remember if I mentioned it on one of my last videos, but that right there is the grow bags that I didn't know what I was going to do with. Well, I decided to put some extra potatoes in there and just see if they would grow the potatoes. But look at this. It looks like most of it is the mixed grains that I planted. There is some grass in there, but you know, millet and things like that. But anyway, let me just take you down here and you can see just how wet it's been. It ain't rained, you know, for several hours. And we have a huge hill off to the right over here that the water just runs off of for days after a big rain, and it all comes down this way. But anyway, I'm gonna try to walk through here without tearing too much of this up. Show you the potatoes in the grow bags. Now there's really not as much soil as I should have had in here, but I would have had to went and bought soil, and I did not want to do that. So we're just gonna try it and see what it does. These are the potatoes that y'all saw me plant, and they're doing really good. Got that volunteer carrot coming up. It's gonna be some good carrots. These are the 3 rows that I planted the other day. You can see I've mulched with straw best I could, and some other grasses and things, but they are coming on pretty good. It's our garlic. That last frost really hit them pretty good. You can see some of the burn on their leaves, but they're doing pretty good. Okay, I did not get this bed planted on video, but if you'll remember, if you saw my last videos, I put metal, roofing metal, all over it so that you know, it would kill a lot of the grass and weeds and stuff. And I went ahead and planted in it. We had a rain coming, and I didn't really have a lot of time, and it was getting dark, so I just planted it without videoing it. But you can see some of it starting to come up. I've got radishes and lettuce, and there's some beets and carrots all planted in this bed. Maybe hard to tell on camera, but it's about 10 by 10, something like that. But it's already starting to come up. These are our raised beds. You can see they've got a lot of weeds and stuff coming up in them. But these are the radishes I planted a while back, and they got a little stunted from that last frost, but they are starting to pop on out. Of course, beautiful comfrey plant. over here. Just now starting to get some lettuce popping out. But we also got a lot of weeds that decided to join the club, so we'll have to get rid of them. Got some asparagus gonna come up, some herbs, and that is rhubarb. Be my first time planting rhubarb. So look at that asparagus. That one's from last year. Another rhubarb. And here's the onion bed. There's also some asparagus. We've already harvested some asparagus out of here. But mostly it's onions. Some more rhubarb. But I think that is, yeah, that's asparagus as well. So see if I can get a shot of these blueberries. And here's our plum trees. Maybe we'll have some fruit this year. Last year wasn't so great, but this is what I'm really excited about. We planted this fig last year and it died. And we thought that was it, but I was walking the other day and seen a little shoot coming out with just a little green leaf on it. So hopefully we'll be able to save it this year. Thank y'all for joining us today. We really appreciate it. I speak for me and my wife when I say, God bless y'all. Come back next time. So anyway,